hopefully we're now back on... Are we back? If anybody's out there, let me know if you're back. I'm back. Yes, there I am. What happened just there, we got disconnected for a second. My PS5 has an issue where it will randomly say LAN cable connected, LAN cable disconnected, LAN cable reconnected. I don't know what the issue is, but every time the LAN cable thinks it's disconnected, we get cut off. So hopefully that won't happen again. It can go for months without being a problem. I can update my game category. I did pick Revelations when I was doing the stream manager, but it's come up as games and demos. The same thing happens when I did Code Veronica. I think some games you pick the game and it doesn't understand. We know what those are. Can I... By the time I figured out how to do any of those things, I just accidentally nearly reported myself. The stream will be over. So have a quick look on my phone. So Jill, you just stare at Parker. Have a staring contest. There you go. Oh, he's into it. He is into it. Okay, stream manager, stream manager, stream manager. There we are. Yeah, it's on games and demos. So I'll try Resident Evil Revelations. And again, there's two options. One's got 5 viewers, which will be 3 of which will be you. Hi. And one's got 0. So I'll try the one with 0. Because I tried the one with 5 and that apparently doesn't exist. So now it says Revelations. Okay, hopefully everything will be accurate now. I have no idea what kind of mess that little disconnect will cause. Let's get back to surviving, shall we? There's only so much of Jill's catsuit you can admire. This also... Rat scare. Now, I've played this game when it came out maybe once since, but not in recent years. So all these scares are actually working on me. Lucky me. Who wants a nice refreshing can of Tris? No, dearie me, what's happening with this texture? Hey, Corpse, welcome, welcome. I never know how to address you. I'm going to call you W Corpse. Welcome. You're just in time for a nice refreshing can of Trish, which I think is a Devil May Cry reference. I know Capcom are very incestuous with this sort of thing.
The power still works here.
Yeah, so when the power's down to the entire ship and everyone's dead, but they've got their Trish. Don't you worry, son. If you're still alive, in the moments before you're killed to death by fish monsters, you can have yourself. Thank you, W Corp Z. I'm just going to pronounce it differently every time until I get the right one. I'm glad to hear some love for Revelations because I feel this game gets kind of overlooked. Oh, frozen drinks. And as I was just saying, I don't remember it that well myself, so I will get lost in this stream. This may be a longer stream than we used to, with my expert pro strats that you saw in Resident Evil 4, where I didn't die once. But for this game, I will have to do some actual exploring and playing and upfuckery. Ah, a key item.
Parker, give me a hand here.
Sure.
I remember raid mode was a big deal, and when Revelations 2 came out, they really pushed the raid mode. And I'm not really a mini-game guy, but... oh, Julie's having Twitch trouble, aren't we all tonight? So I played some of it, but raid mode was a huge thing. I couldn't really tell raid mode, same way they didn't really do much mercenaries either. Oh yeah,
I think it's a gun.
You may be distracted by Jill's ass, but she's also got a pretty good gaming cleavage in this game. That kind of costume design does become a recurring theme in this game. It's in the correct category, okay, so thank you, Tom. Twitch has 2 categories for Revelations. I'll let that shot speak for itself. Resident Evil 1 reference? Maybe?
So, it's not Chris.
It's not Chris's blood. Surrogate Barry. Yeah, it just has 2 listings for Revelations 1, both of which are absolutely identical. And one is Revelations 1 and one is Games and Demos, Twitch. And here's one of our new monsters. This is also where we realised the aiming system's a little bit jank in the PS3/4 version of this game. Oh, she's got a dodge. Okay, Jill's got a little dodge, like in Resident Evil 3. I didn't know that. Now these are the closest we get to zombies, and as you can tell, as a baseline enemy, they're tougher than zombies. I remember this. They also have a name, which I forget. Julie, maybe we had a Twitch thing, because I was having issues. I assumed it was the PlayStation. But yeah, the baseline enemy in this is kind of got the toughness. Ooze, that's it. Thank you, Tom. Is tougher than your average zombie, which is kind of how the game works. It's like it doesn't have the cannon fodder enemies that I can recall. Oh, title card. We may be seeing a fair bit of this. We'll be seeing a lot of this. I remember... I think you'd have a smoother time on PC. It's like it's kind of oversensitive on the stick, but the aim assist is a bit too aggressive, so it kind of wavers between being a bit too sensitive and not quite sensitive enough, and it just feels a little bit jank. Again, I think it's coming from the little circle pads of the 3DS. So, oh, get ready for some plot. I have come prepared. Oh yeah.
This sunny and idyllic Mediterranean coast was the site of
There's a
one of
lot
the
more
oldest
story to this
structures.
game. I'm going to warn you now. The episodic TV
It took a
style,
full 11 years to
they get
finish
the money's worth in
constructing
that.
the world's first Aquapolis, the floating city of Terra Grigia.
Is Aquapolis a
A
word?
sustainable metropolis operating on a massive solar energy matrix and equipped with the latest green technologies.
Cool. Somebody,
Never before
just
had
let me know if
solar
Aquapolis
energy
is a
been
word.
used to
I
supply
might need
power to
citation
an
on that. I've never heard the word
entire city.
Aquapolis.
But in 2004, Veltro, a terrorist group opposing the city's development,
Led by
launched
Hunk.
a bioterrorist attack. They not only released a virus,
Something
but
strikes
also
me, these are
several
some very
agents
high production value
with
FMVs.
weapons, further
I mean, this,
complicating the situation.
for what was essentially a
This
3DS
launch
game, they
was
spent
one
some
of the
money on
biggest
this. I
tragedies
appreciate
the
it.
world has ever seen.
It's not like a
The
quickly
FBC,
banged out little
the
cheapie.
world's leading counter-bioterror organization operating under the auspices of the U.S., was called in to direct efforts to contain the
At the
attack.
risk of talking over the cutscenes, there's lots of the FTC with the Department of CCY and the head of BYX have got in touch with the head of... There's a lot of intergovernment stuff. I think they've been watching 24. Am I a Metal Gear fan? Honestly, I never really got the Metal Gear thing. I played the GameCube remake of the first one, which apparently is the inferior one, and I played 2, and I couldn't really get on board with the whole, Anna, welcome! You've walked into the middle of a political conspiracy thriller, which I'm just talking over, so if you want the story, read the subtitles.
Called Veltro.
Yeah, and the thing I remembered about the GameCube one was the kick-ass, over-the-top cutscenes, which I gather are the things people hated about it. Thank you for popping in, Anna. Don't lose sleep on our account. Through the sheer terror of Revelations. Do you know what, though? Fish are fucking scary, so that... Well, they made a whole new character model for this newsreader woman. I genuinely forgotten how much money and production went into this. That's not unimpressive. So kudos to Capcom. This game is an underrated gem. And I'm glad that we get to not just showcase great games like RE4 that we all know and love, but we're going to get a little love on this too. But yeah, this was clearly inspired by the likes of 24, with like interconnecting stories and the same time frames overlapping.
My
And
doctor told me I need exercise.
yeah.
I assume you both know.
See,
that the
Jill has
FBC
alternate costumes.
cordoned off the entire
She's not just wearing
area.
a butt-hugging
However, in the past
suit.
few weeks, a number of mysterious carcasses have washed up.
You're not feeling good, Anna.
I guess the FBC
You know about that.
couldn't cover up a mess this big.
Well,
huh?
in that case, all the more reason to get some
Anyone who
rest.
knows what happened here is going to put 2 and 2 together.
And that's why I've sent the BSAA in to investigate.
Yeah, W Corp Z.
Did you pick up
That's
your
my new
new
pronunciation.
equipment from Quinn?
This...
Yeah.
I don't think it really realistically leads... Oh no, it does lead into Resident Evil 5, I'm wrong.
Is that its name?
Yes, this leads
You didn't
directly
bother
up to the
me
beginning
then,
of Resident Evil
did
5. Oh, antidepressants, yeah, Anna. I feel you on that one. I have lots of experience in that department. Never had medication though, so well done on getting some, and I really hope they work, because I've never quite had the guts to go medical with that myself, so yeah, more power to you. Absolutely, you take it at your own pace. Oh God, okay. What I just hopelessly talked over... Basically, we have a version of like the Batman Vision I can't remember how to use it. You get like a widdly wee machine. When I say a widdly wee machine, I mean like a kind of like a scanner that you point in and goes widdly wee, widdly wee, widdly wee, widdly wee, widdly wee, and gives you data. That's very much at the heart of this game. I'm just going to get the fuck out of here. Let's get me some Redfield action. Gotta admit, this game, for what can only be a 1080p game, because I don't think it was ever enhanced for the PS4 Pro, definitely not the PS5, there's no jaggies or anything. It's very, very clean. So, yeah. Thus far, and again, this is a 3DS game. This has no right looking this good. Yeah, I'm consistently impressed. And there's our girl, Jill. I mean, we all love Claire, but Jill's always my bae in the Resident Evil series.
Ah, look at this mess. Oh, they're rotted to hell.
I do like this is one of the few times we actually play as a Resident Evil character just going about a town in life, rather than being some kind of abstract situation. Can I shoot the crow? Can I shoot the crow? Jill's got PTSD because of that first one. It's a bulletproof crow. Does it remind you of Italy? You know, actually, I can see that. I've never been to Italy. I'd like to go to Italy. But I can absolutely see... I think they said it's in the Mediterranean Sea. I may have missed a few subtitles. Yeah, hang on.
Skin so pale. I've never
So
seen
yeah, it
anything
might
like
actually be
that.
modelled in Italy.
Use the Genesis to get a reading on it.
Alright, so here we get to Widdly Wee. L1, there we go. So there's a... And we do this, and then... Widdly Wee, Widdly Wee, Widdly Wee.
The Genesis requires a decent sample size to get an
And there's a really good mechanic in this game where the more you scan enemies, the more that you get like a percentage, if I recall. I want to scan this crow, make sure it's not one of them T-virus crows. Because... Yeah, you better run. You know how many of you guys are killed? With bullets, which that crow was on... Ooh, that's not a healthy... That's not a healthy fly. Crows are elegant creatures, that's not flying elegantly. Yeah, that's a very accurate description, Tom, of what I'm doing. Metal? Ah, that's a metal blob. Rock on, my metal blob.
Careful now.
Don't worry, I've done this before.
And she really has. If anyone has their phone handy and can look up the name of Jill's face model for this, who isn't Julia Voth, and has an unpronounceable Eastern European name, and can painstakingly type it in comments, I will give you maximum respect for 20 minutes. You got your arm in there like a champ.
What is this? If it's an engineered
What exactly
mutation-
resembles the giant penis there, Anna?
I'll run some tests on
You mean the blob thing that Jill just...
Continue with the investigation.
Okay. Yeah, O'Brien, you, the blob thingy. Okay, I mean, this is one of those weird situations where, as a penis owner, I feel I'm qualified to say, but then, as someone who's not particularly into penises, I've probably seen less than your average penis enthusiast. He's a penis enthusiast, he's running for it. But as in my limited experience, I'd say if you've got like red patches without skin on like this, see a doctor. If you encounter a penis that looks like this, I wouldn't go near it. This should not be healthy. So don't touch. It will probably be incredibly painful for the owner.
That's where Terra Grigia was.
Oh yeah, that's
Here already?
our Aquapolis. Well, there you go, Anna. So that's what you all come to my channel for: penis lessons, how to penis, and in this case, how not to penis. Although obviously we will give it the props on size. I think if Jill was into that one, she'd be looking at basically being sawed in half. So it's alright, Jill. If it's not Chris, it's not worth your time. I will point out, if this is an accurate representation of Italy, there is a lot of handgun ammo just lying around. A lot of bullets. A lot of bullets. Well, when you've got some authentic Redfield stuff, and canonically, this is the first time we see ultra buff Resident Evil 5 Chris Redfield, voiced by Roger Craig Smith, who is probably the most longest lasting Chris voice. And my personal favourite, I think he did a fantastic job. There is so many bullets on there. Do we need to widdly wee this? Yeah, widdly wee, widdly wee, widdly wee. I was talking about Metal Gear Solid at some point, wasn't I? Yes, I know. Do you know how annoying it is when people interrupt you? I interrupt myself. That's 10 times more annoying, a 10 times more annoying version of the same thing. But no, I played Twin Snakes. What always got me with Metal Gear? AMRA Silagic. Oh, thank you, Corpse. Like I said, not our beloved Julia Voth. No, oh my god, it's all gone. Pop it, pop it, pop it. Again, not how a penis should look. Anybody who's into them, if you see this kind of thing, react like Jill, and... Already scanned it, yeah.
After Raccoon City, this must be a cakewalk.
I suppose.
It does look
So
like a
why'd you
2P
quickly
video. Oh
yourself
god, this
into
would put you
Santa?
off sex for
I
life.
wanted to be more involved. I wanted to fight.
I see you two are okay.
We've got penis monsters and vagina monsters.
Investigation, but proceed with extreme caution.
Really? Proceed with... Really? Proceed... Thanks, O'Brien. I love my job, by the way. I mean, this is a flashback scene, but I would demand a sexy catsuit for this. I need one more stream this month, which you're all watching, for Twitch affiliation. So hopefully after this, I will get a notification email at some point. Yeah, I have no idea when they go out. So, and again, massive, massive props to Tom at Kitty Arena V. If anybody watching isn't following Tom, Kitty Arena V in chat, do so. He's been incredible at getting followers. Oh my good lordy Lou, what was that?
That smell.
Oh
Must have
god.
ruptured from gas.
It's an exploding smelly vagina monster. Jill will stick her finger in anything, and these birds did not even flinch. Thank you, Anna. Thanks for the shout out. Yeah, of course, you might have missed it, and apologies to the 2 or 3 people that heard me say it. Julia Voth was brought in as the face of Jill for the remake, and she is the face of Jill. I mean, what's her bloody name from the remake? Sasha Zatova, who played Jill's face in the Resident Evil 3 remake. Gorgeous woman, beautiful model, but Julia Voth is just the Jill. Oh god, what's this now? R1, L2, yeah, okay. Got grenades. Oh, that wasn't R1 and L2, that was just R... Okay, sorry Parker. Although you took that like a champ. I mean, I threw a grenade next to your face and you didn't even look at it, let alone flinch. Oh, look, more grenades. So Anna, you're in Italy. In Italy, can I just go to a beach and find 25 handgun bullets and 2 hand grenades? Because that makes me want to go more. But yes, once again, I've interrupted myself. Julia Voth as Jill, I just discovered recently watching an interview with her, was 15 years old when they scanned her face for Jill Valentine. So, cig butts and bottles. Not seeing any. If I go to America, I'll find that for sure. What, cig butts and bottles, or hand grenades and bullets, underage girls being sexy video game stars? But yeah, so when we see Jill's absolutely beautiful face, which is used again in Resident Evil 5 and stuck on a sexy catsuit body, yeah, that's an underage girl. There's a different spin on it. But Julia Voth, now 20 years later, is absolutely stunning still, and seems really cool. I mean, I love that she actually dresses up as Jill Valentine and goes to events. It's really rated. Okay, hang on. She does have a cute butt. You're absolutely right. Yeah, FBC has already been here. So what, do they just pick their way around the vagina monsters? Did the guys from the FBC who came here to investigate leave this stuff here, leave all the vagina penis monsters to us, and just be like, do you know what, someone else will take care of that? And it must have been, I'm thinking a bare minimum of 3 guys to lift this thing. And that penis monster that exploded in our faces and left a horrible smell was just like, yeah, it's cool. Penises don't explode until Jill Valentine turns up. Which actually makes a hell of a lot of sense. I've been babbling so much, I've completely lost where I'm going. Giant herpes! Oh god, we've gone from penises to vaginas to herpes, and it's kind of all true. So all the times we've risked catching viruses while playing Resident Evil games, no T-virus, no T-Veronica, no G or whatever. No, now we're risking the herpes virus. I missed one there. What's in order? Yeah, olders see sex everywhere. It is true. Actually, no, to be fair, I would have seen all these things back then as well. I am working, cried Brian. Have I not got enough herpes for you? Is that the problem? Alright, Parker. Need to go back and catch more herpes. Do you know, did I ever tell you about the time I was running away from Nemesis, dressed a bit like a stripper, but not too much? And it was all very actiony, and then he turned into a dog for some reason. That's right, W. Corpsey. Here we are ruining your dreams. While I'm at it, I didn't get on too well with Metal Gear. That was it, I was talking about Metal Gear Solid. And I couldn't get on with the whole, is it 2D or is it 3D? Come on, man. I was getting shot from off screen. I wanted to move the camera, but oh, it's 2D. And the shooting was just... Hideo Kojima has a very specific way of making his games, which is good. Oh, hello. Oh, what's this? Yes, that's another thing you have to do. You have to find a lot of your health and ammo items when you scanning for them. This thing does a lot. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm guessing we have to get to 100%. But yeah, what I like about this is it's kind of just Jill, and I guess Parker in this case, just doing their jobs without being in a life or death survival situation. Just, oh, hang on, is this? Ah, there we are. La Revelazione. I'm guessing that's Italian for Revelations. Anna, you'll have to correct me on that, but which it is. So yeah, we are officially in Italy. So Anna, when you pointed out it's Italy, kudos to Capcom's environment artists, because this actually is Italy. I've missed so much chat. Wow, from what I'm seeing in the chat, Anna, you've seen stuff. You guys are going to have a whole conversation that I kind of don't want to miss, but I'm kind of scared to listen to. But yes, as I said earlier, and made sure to kind of alert people to, have I scanned enough herpes yet? I've only got 82% herpes. Is that enough herpes? This game is very high on the sexy everything. And if you thought Jill's sexy catsuit, which we will get back to as soon as I've got enough herpes, there's some herpes. 93%. We absolutely have to go 100% herpes, don't we? Like, partial herpes will not satisfy the BSAA. Yeah, this is a sexy game. This is probably the sexiest Resident Evil game. Mostly for tight-fitting female outfits. There is the character in this game who has the most preposterous costume. You only get to see as a monster, but there is a movie on YouTube which was only running on the 3DS, which was a prequel chapter to this game, which isn't in the game, where you see this character who we'll see later, but we can only describe as a very curvy woman with extremely huge boobs, her zip done down to her navel, and her hairdo so elaborate it completely covers her eyes to the point where she couldn't possibly see at all. And she's a government agent sent into a stealth combat situation, wearing that with no eyesight. And we'll see her later, but if you want to see her hilarious action scenes in that costume, and high heels, obviously, you're going to have to watch it online, I'm afraid. Look, have we got enough herpes yet? I've got so much herpes. Don't you walk away from me? Don't you walk away from me? Oh, is that herpes? Oh, do we need this herpes? Yes! 2% more. I need... Fine. Have I done all these obvious ones? Yeah, scan the shit out of you, Clive O'Brien. Yeah, this is also... Obviously the game was made after Resident Evil 5, but storyline-wise it's the first game after Resident Evil 4, and there's a complete status quo change after Resident Evil 4 as to what the series is, because the early games all kind of took place in and around the same time period in Raccoon City. And it was herpes. In my defense, Wakorpza. Hey, Tom's back, Penguin. Yeah, I need more herpes. I need 7% more herpes. It's out the walls. It's really hard to do this and talk, and again, I've cut myself off. There's a status quo change where basically, and I absolutely love that the series did this, I think it was a great way to go. Rather than do what everything in the world, including certain series of shitty movies based on video games, did, and just go zombie apocalypse, they actually took it's bizarre to say for Resident Evil, but realistic approach of just, we now live in a world with a virus. Gee, what would that mean today? And we've just got government organizations and various people fighting the virus and the bioterrorism, but it's not the end of the world, it's just something that humanity lives with, and we have organizations to deal with it, but there's still just herpes! That's a lot of herpes for 2%. I found me some herpes. And it all took place the BSAA is an organization, and these people work for it. It's also really cool for Chris and Jill that after surviving the horrors rather than doing the whole PTSD thing or survival thing. They just went, we're so fucking awesome, we're going to make that our literal jobs. And they do this stuff for a living now, and that just makes it doubly bad. Oh, hang on, what's his name? So, yeah, I still think that was a really great way to go, and they got some really good stories out of it, and also Resident Evil 6. And, yeah, I dig it. I dig it. And I think the series, the early games are classics, and I love them, but I think in terms of, like, the world building, it actually gets better around this time. For me personally, I know a lot of people are hardcore classicists with, Jesus Christ, penis vagina monster. There's a Resident Evil 6, and we'll come to Resident Evil 6. I've got plenty to say about Resident Evil 6, and... Did you... I was shooting away there, and you just turned your back like a boss.
Finally, some peace and quiet.
I'll do the boss walks, Parker. Yeah, now he's running. No, not you, apparently. You know what, Parker? Normally I'd be pissed, but you're alright. You're alright. Well, I'm going to have to play the entirety of Resident Evil 6 and playthrough. I have found, I think, 2 partners, because I'm fucked if I'm doing it on my own. But, yeah, we'll get to that game. We'll get to that game.
Nice work.
Have we got enough herpes now?
These corpses show signs of viral infection.
And I bet
You
it's
think?
no coincidence they came through the FBC's blockade.
Well, we did all we can. Now, we wait for the results.
I wonder if we're going to
back
see the
from
whole
HQ.
previously on next time on thing, but we'll get there.
Huh? It's the emergency line.
Quick,
Yeah.
answer your early 2000s button phone.
Huh? What? Yes, that's fine. I'll take it from here.
I also love that Jill is always dressed in blue to some degree. It's her colour. She looks good in
Starting
blue.
now. Huh?
Yeah.
Good. Get to it.
Is that a Blackberry or kind of like an off-brand Blackberry?
Jill, Parker. You two are
I
still
love in these things where you have like somebody pulls out ultra slick, ultra smooth, futuristic, awesome phone,
Well,
which by today's standards just looks like a piece of crap. It could be.
not certain.
It could be the Blueberry. I'd
Send
love if
their
they called it
last
that.
known coordinates to your terminals.
Chris and Jessica have done something. Who's Jessica, you might ask? Oh, we'll get to
The signal
Jessica.
was lost over the ocean. I thought they were in the mountains chasing Veltro. But judging from their position, they must
Anna,
be
your cat's
Our
fighting.
ship. I'll go
We've got
back
some
to
pussy-on-pussy
HQ.
violence in the
Charge of
stream
search and
tonight, folks.
rescue. You two will be my eyes out there.
yes, sir.
So in case you were wondering, how did we get on this boat? That's how. We need to find Chris and Jessica. My camera's flipped. Yeah, I forgot. There's a lot of story and world building in this game. And as a Resident Evil nerd, I love that shit. 97% accuracy. You know, if I hadn't stopped to shoot that crow. Anna, are you spanking the cat? Do you know what? I'm going to applaud your sense of feline discipline. I think that's good cat mumming. Good cat mumming. Next. Are we going to do the thing? No. And that's how we ended up on a big, big boat. Boat, by the way, fantastic location for this kind of horror thing because they're big, contained environments and also completely isolated and also really scary.
No one's saying Chris is dead.
All right.
No, they're saying we hope it's not Chris's blood. Anyway,
You hear that?
and for obvious reasons, I will never get tired
I'll
of
check it out.
this view.
Okay. I'll see what I can find here.
That bum alone
I'll radio
that
you if I
jailbird
pick up Chris's trail.
is the one reason I kind of wish I was playing this on 3DS. You know what I'm saying. So we've just made the brilliant tactical decision to split up. To be fair, this makes a bit more sense for someone like Jill because she's used to this shit. But yeah, you can see where this is ideal settings for Resident Evil games. Although I think this is the 3rd time Resident Evil's been on a boat. I remember Gaiden on the Game Boy Color. Not a good game. Couldn't play it in part of the Resident Evil playthrough if I wanted to, because I don't think it's ever been made available anywhere else, but that's good because it sucks. What's in... And...
Chris! Chris!
It's oddly stationary, Chris. Say something stupid like, let's get to the root of the
I
problem.
found Chris, but he's trapped in there.
Can you get him out?
No, it's a tough lock. I need the key.
I've got your key right here.
Then let's find it.
And now we're doing a Resident Evil, but we are leaning far harder into the horror this time round. There's some serious cat talk going on out there. And I've got to ask, how do you spank a cat? Do you spank it on the butt? Do you tap it on the nose? How specifically does that work? Do you lift the tail and just tap on the butt? How do you spank a cat? Okay, that's our inventory. Just have to reacquaint myself with the basics. Yeah, we have a 3D map, which... You little slap on the buttocks and never the face. Okay, just a little slap. I like that. I heard that cats are very open to discipline if you give them a little jab with a fork. Just so I heard. There may be times later in the stream when I'm relying heavily on that 3D map, so get used to it now. Green herbs. Anybody who's been on this channel for any length of time knows how much we love our green herbs here. Now, at the risk of nitpicking, this is one of my pet peeves in games. The gun that is clearly not pointing at the crosshair. It's a minor thing, it's entirely superficial, but for me it's just Your cat tries to kill people, Anna. Just reassure me it's a cat and it's not like an ocelot or a leopard or something. There's no way we could possibly pass this. Sorry, Chris. We had a good run. Oh. I mean, you gave her an appropriate name. I didn't realise quite how tough it would be to play a horror game I'm genuinely not acquainted with and stream at the same time. So... if things go tits up, I just want you all to remember that I am kind of rubbing my stomach and patting my head at the same time here. Thankfully, if we piss ourselves with fear... Oh. Ah! Oh, wait. Gotcha. So I spoke a little bit before I cut myself off. The monster design in this game is just... no, it's on point. It's completely unique to this game. None of these monsters ever appeared anywhere else. They're all based on fish and aquatic stuff, which... the one issue there is that the stuff that's already in the ocean is fucking terrifying. Have you seen a deep-sea anglerfish? Have you seen one? Those things are nightmare fuel. So the monsters you can make with them in this game, in many cases, are actually a bit less scary. Some of the mutant sharks they have deep sea... oh my god, they look like Resident Evil monsters already, so basing all the monsters in this game slightly off those... oh, do we have a knife? No, that's a widdly wee. I don't think we have a knife in this game, it just occurred to me. When I saw how little ammo I have. Can I... oh, yes, that's it. You can scan the environment for... so, thalassophobia, is that fear of deep water? Or I don't think it's fear of all water, is it? But yeah, if you have any fear of water, deep or otherwise, yeah, that's what I should have been doing. Then you can just go and crank up this game's fear factor by about 10. Because there's open deep ocean, okay. So you're fine with a glass of water. Just do the old Blackadder joke. I'm not scared of water. Here, have this. Ah! I'm sure that's not you. Yeah, but it doesn't mean that all the monsters in this game are completely unique. There's no tyrants, there's no... oh no, there are hunters. We know what this means in a Resident Evil game. We need the anchor key. Remember this? Yes, thanks Anna, I am genuinely forgetting because my brain is still in Resident Evil 4 mode and the sexy butts are just throwing me way the hell off. Wait, I just... oh, it's on the other side of this door. Which... when you say dream, You mean nightmare, right? You have nightmares about being trapped with sharks. It's not like, someday I could be trapped. Oh, that screaming is a character that I already told you about. There she is. Oh no, can we save her? And that's the character... Oh god, I forgot how brutal that was. That's the character I mentioned earlier with the crazy costume design. I think her name was Rachel. Yeah, her story basically ends there. The little film I told you about you can watch of her story, which is worth seeing just for the costume. Rachel Foley, thank you, Tom. I'm glad we got her. Either you're on the Wikipedia, or you're as big a Resident Evil nerd as I am. Yeah, that one. Look, she'll be fine, but there, come on. Oh, the handprints, of course. Oh god. Yeah, this shooting really isn't working for me. Might have a poke around in the options. Oh boy. There's no kick door open option, I think, in this game. You're not going to come, are you? Okay. You hold tight over there, and... Actually... Oh, it's going back for more Rachel. I mean, I get the appeal, but... Yeah, combined with the fact that, like Resident Evil 4, and unlike Resident Evil 4 and 5, we're back to the limited ammo thing. Missing half your shots because of the targeting really hurts.
I found a survivor. The BOW's got her, though.
So...
I'm still trying to piece that together.
Yeah. Remember when I said that Jill had the whole sexy butt catsuit thing going on? It's not just butts. If you're not a butt man, then... and you can't really see at that angle, but yes, that hair is completely covering her face. There's nothing left that could identify her. If anybody dresses like this anywhere ever, I'm pretty sure she's pretty identifiable. Those are some serious boobies. Like I say, this game is on point with the sexual content, which is what you will come to this channel for, the sheer titillation. What was it scanning over here? Oh yeah. I think these are collectible, yeah. I've never found them all. Okay, I've got a lot of green herbs and a fair bit of ammo. I'm actually doing okay. Was there a... I was supposed to pick up a key. Oh, let's see what the Genesis can identify. Ah, there. Because God forbid you can just look down and see anything.
Parker, I couldn't find anything out on the woman, but I did find a key.
I mean...
Let's try it out.
Got a pretty good knife on her leg there. I'm gonna check up for ammo or something. She's probably got a lot of good weapons, actually. The only reason she died was because she had so much hair on her face, she hasn't a bloody clue where the monsters are. Anyway, let's resume rescuing our good buddy and... I'm not going to say boyfriend. I've never got the impression that Chris and Jill are an item. I know they've been heavily shipped for like 30 years now. Oh, crying out loud. But it's amazing how 30 years of games and two iconic characters can have such a vaguely defined relationship. But I get the impression they're buds. Target not... Although for anybody who is into the whole Chris and Jill ship, this game is probably the biggest piece of that puzzle, because they're... Again, there's never anything like a kiss or an explicit thing, but they are almost obsessed with finding each other in this game to a frankly ridiculous degree. Could still be friends, but... Okay, so... That's what we found earlier. Yes, yes, yes. And... Good. What? Oh god, it came out of the washing machine. That's a clean monster. Do we even need to fight that one? Did you get blood in a washing machine? Woodraya. Anything vital here? Oh. 95% scanned. So I think if we scan them all the way, then we get something. But it's a really good mechanic. I enjoy the introduction. There's a cold draft coming in from outside. Brilliant deduction from our resident former detective there. Oh, got this right. Yeah. No, no, thank you. Oh, but actually, wee. Dodge. I have no idea how the dodge works in this game. I think it's a bit like in the original Resident Evil 3, where... Wait. Bum. Don't get up on my account. Ow, bum. How do I use the green herbs again? Is it... I think it's a... If I recall, there was a button. Maybe I'm thinking of Revelations 2. How do you heal in this game? That could be an issue. No. No. I'm not going to press... Oh, wait, knife! Yes, we do have knife. Okay, good. Ah, okay. Just tap the triangle button and you can heal until you run out. And you can only carry 5 items. Again, a lot of things from the old games are streamlined, which is where the replaying these games gets a bit smoother. It's no longer the case of having to pause the game to change weapons, if we had any other weapons, or having to pause the game, go into the inventory and combine the herbs, and yada. There's a button for everything. It makes things much more immediate. Ah, you!
Come on. We gotta help Chris.
Yay, we're coming, Chris!
Chris!
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Redfield.
Chris?
But not Chris Redfield! Although that head model is clearly Chris Redfield, so they didn't use a mannequin.
What is this?
They built their own plastic Chris model to exact specifications. One would wonder why anyone at all would need a life-size, accurate model of Chris Redfield. He's lost his head.
It's a trap.
I don't know. I don't want to know what's been done to that life-size Chris Redfield model. Anna would want one. But what would you do with it, Anna? You tie it up to a chair and you're out Jill Valentine, of course.
It's time you learned the truth, Miss Valentine.
Ms, not Miss. Interesting. And no, that wasn't Hunk, by the way. So this game is split very too thinly into episodes. Simply running to one room, getting a key and coming back was considered an episode. Do we get the whole... There's something else we're going to... Yeah, I don't need all this. I don't need all this then. Got an A though, didn't I? Yeah? It's okay to be impressed. And perhaps a little moist. Yeah, we'll save after the next chapter. It does give me lots of places to end the stream for later on, though, like logical ones. Get used to this. In case you've forgotten the 20 or so minutes of stuff we just saw, you get a recap, like on the television, because this game was meant to be an episodic game. They just didn't release it episodically at the last minute, but they kept all this stuff in to make it feel more like a TV show. Which the far more complicated government conspiracy story thing absolutely backs up. But there's a lot going on in this game. There's several games worth of story packed into one game.
Chris! What is this?
No, they all work for BSAA now, Anna. Chris and Jessica went off, and Jill and Parker went somewhere. They've got other co-workers. And we're about to meet Jessica, I think. That was what we just saw, so in case you forgot it. To be honest, for this stream, with me talking over everything, if you want to follow the story, it might actually be helpful. But now it's time for episode 2, Attack of a Double Mystery. My camera slipped up. Okay. No, that's no better. Alright, that'll do. Are you ready for a double mystery? Because one's never enough. Meanwhile, while Jill was having fun on a boat, the man, the legend, in his new buffed-out anti-Wesker form, so hardcore that he's wearing short sleeves in the snow. We'll come to him later.
Down, Chris.
This is Jessica.
Almost there, Jessica.
I certainly hope so. My feet are killing me.
Chris's new
Our
partner.
source indicates the camp is on the far side of this peak.
Now Anna, give her a chance. And in terms of insane costumes, she goes through a few. She is dressed very, very stylishly. And Chris, being Chris, already has multiple weapons, not like Jill. I love that. He's got on a hat to keep warm, but short sleeves. Such a Chad. He can just brave the breeze. Yes, Jessica has some rather obvious appeal, which the game will be showing us many times. But for now, let's Redfield the hell out of this. Does he have a scanner? Jessica, I need to make sure you don't have herpes. Sounds weird, but whoa. No herpes. Okay, Jessica, wait. Okay, Jessica, you're cleared of herpes. Don't point that thing at me. So for the first time since Code Veronica...
Oh, the plane! My God!
Oh, why do I fly air vehicles anywhere?
There shouldn't be any shipping routes in this area.
And the intel we got on Veltro was on the money. Come on.
And yes, that is the voice of Roger Craig Smith, who became Chris Redfield in Resident Evil 5 and hung on to the role for 3 games, I think. He was in Resident Evil 5, this, and 6, and then they fired him. Code Veronica Remake, RE4 Remake, Code Veronica Remake all day long. RE4, polish up the graphics a bit and let me change weapons without pausing. That game's perfect, it's fine. They've already released an HD mod for the PC, so I don't want an RE4 remake. You're playing a visual novel, Tom, sure, have a happy look and enjoy your visual novel. No, Code Veronica sucks, but it's a really important part of Resident Evil history. Remake the shit out of it. It needs a remake. Instead, we're going to get a Resident Evil 4 remake, aren't we? And they will fuck it up, because they have to fuck it up, because there's nothing to fix. You hear that, Jessica? Investigate the site. Today. Alright, we got our scanner. No herpes detected. Wait, I've got a herpes reading. Herpes. Okay, it's not herpes. What's that? I heard that. I don't know how much of the sound you're getting. In having to wear the headset to do the streams, it means I have to play every game with stereo or surround sound, so I'm getting the full brunt of this. Which I love. I mean, that's why I have the headset. But it does mean it's pretty intense on my end. What we got? Yep, good. Wow, it's only when you get a device like this you realise that handgun ammo is absolute... Jessica, calm down. I mean, she's no Ashley, the way Ashley would just literally throw herself nipples first at Leon. But she's a clingy girl, is our Jessica. But when you look like that... Jessica, you can get as close as you want. Don't tell Jill. Only in Resident Evil do you need a key to use a computer. Like a literal key. This is a carryover from, well, 5, I guess. You can also knife a lot faster now. Again, there's a lot of quality of life improvements here. But, is this one of those ones that we both need to lift?
Check out the plane more thoroughly. See what we find.
Should we though? Oh my god, I can buy followers and views? How did no one ever tell me this? I have a feeling we may have a robot in chat. And not like the cool robots like Bender from Futurama, like the bad kind. Alright, Jessica, what's so important that you insist we check it out for herpes? Or, you know, whatever. This is locked. Yeah. Can we go this way? Oh. I apologise, Jessica. I could never stay mad at you. You're right. Oh, okay, there's 2 of them now. Tell me if I'm wrong, but won't all these bots boost my numbers? Like, won't Twitch read them as real people? Oh, well, that sounds riveting. A flight plan.
Manifest should give us a lead to work with.
Let's see.
Yeah, was there a key in that?
We're headed for Valkoinen Airport.
If that's where they are, this mine should take us there.
Yeah, okay, Jessica, you and me are going into a deep, dark hole. And it's not even giggity. Not even giggity. Oh. Right, I'm going into a deep, dark hole. Fine.
Jessica,
I don't need you anyway.
Hold on.
I'm just kidding. I always want more Jessica. They literally just drew the most perfect supermodel imaginable, and whatever she's wearing, she's always dressed for the wrong way. It's like that hat and those boots. Those are too stylish for this kind of situation. This will become a running theme with Jessica.
This cave is too cold.
You should have worn your thermal underwear.
Lol. Another recurring theme is Jessica is very, very thirsty for Chris, and Chris just coldly shuts her down over and over again. It's like, you know she's wearing a thong under that, all lacy and everything. I mean, she's wearing her stealth, bright purple trousers and dressed for some kind of Russian catwalk, and Chris just has not got time for Jessica at all, which I find endlessly hilarious.
Hey, did you hear that?
When we got Devil Dog, some Chris fucking Redfield, yep. This is nothing to Chris fucking Redfield.
I think they're infected. Careful, Jessica.
Really, Doctor? Ah. Which button was...
Is the plane transporting these things?
Okay, temporarily
Looks that way,
left and
doesn't
right
it?
to change weapons.
Then Veltro is back from the dead.
Yeah. We have to stop them before anyone gets hurt.
So I've spoken over a lot of it for anybody who's actually here for the plot, but yes, the terrorist organization Veltro, which has never been mentioned in the series before, previously destroyed Terra Grigia with hunters, another thing with Terra Grigia never been mentioned in the series before, and now they're back. Another thing I like is the hunters. They're out because following the events of the classic games, again, like I said earlier, they just created a really interesting, realistic world where this stuff just coexists with us. You can just buy hunters now. Any old terrorist can just buy hunters somewhere on the black market, and... Oh, I should be scanning these bad boys, shouldn't I? And it's just a far more interesting way than yet another bloody zombie apocalypse. Oh, they can... Down, boy. And... Yep, you boys just... Oh, there's multiples. Okay. Alright, Hootie. Oh, that's a big boy. He's gone somewhere. Nice. Oh, God, that's a really big boy. And again, you can see how floaty it kind of is. Where's Kanju? Nope. Yeah, it's like it's a bit too sensitive, but when you need to aim around, it's like slowly. No. There will undoubtedly come a moment later in the game when I'm yelling blue bloody murder about that, but for now... Will you eat? Gotcha. That actually sounds awesome. I can't remember how to change sub-weapons. Texas Soccer Mom, long time no see, how you doing? In fact, if I recall, I think Texas over there was one of my earliest ever followers. Back when I was doing streams to basically know people. Texas Mom turns up for one, and history was made. You've been lurking all this time, Texas Soccer Mom. The real Texas Soccer Mom was with Insiders the whole time. A real message for the children. Well, you should be. You know, you're one of the founders of this channel. We've just come a long way since then. I hope you don't like dogs because, yeah, we're putting some bad boys down. And it's so fast it's hard to tell, but these guys have got like a hole in them and the ribs poking out, and it looks so good. The art design of this game is just something else. Dogs that want to eat your face. Do you know... Oh, okay, I was really hoping that was a hand grenade, but it's a decoy, so... Oh. Jessica actually let out a moan there, so sorry Jessica, I literally just blew your face off with a grenade. From this angle, she looks a little bit like Courtney Cox from a certain angle. Which isn't necessarily a good thing. No offense to Courtney Cox, I'm sure she's absolutely lovely. 80 handgun bullets. Man, Chris can carry a lot of ammo. Yeah, Jill has the ship, and as you saw from the map, we've got keys and doors and backtracking and all the Resident Evil stuff. Chris's levels are far more linear shooter affairs. It was kind of decided... Yeah, why?
Stay focused.
Here we go.
She was your partner before, right?
Yeah, my partner from before. What about it?
I was, just asking.
Yeah, Texas, you're right. Jessica has a range of her outfits in this game, and she always looks ready for the catwalk. I'm not going to spoil what she wears later, but hot diggity damn. The voice acting is another thing, because it's got a very kind of... I guess Resident Evil is the way to put it. But Thirsty Jessica there, fun fact, and I only found this out recently actually, is voiced by the same voice actress who played Liara in Mass Effect, who was this very cold, sort of sexless, tell me some more about this human emotion called love kind of alien. So, I may look at her under things, since she's not wearing a skirt and the camera in this game doesn't really... Chris, you big Chadley man. Oh god, I can't even use the shotgun for some reason. My leg hurts so much I can't use a shotgun. Balls, this bit's not great. Again, the camera doesn't move anywhere near fast enough to make this... Okay, this is tough, Oh boy, oh boy. Jessica, you're not coming down to help? You would never get this shit with Jill. Maybe Ashley.
Shit, my ammo's not gonna last.
Oh yeah. Fetch, boys. Yeah, decoys for days. Dumb dogs. I think we've found our cute for the next, our quote for the next title. Her and her sweet ass are on the way. Again, something you wouldn't get Liara saying, but thankfully the game's done that thing where it's kind of cheated it so that my ammo now seems to do a lot more damage because under normal circumstances I could not fight this many enemies. Oh, you're here. Do you know, Jessica has enough obvious benefits, shall we say, that I'm more than happy with her being around. And she is at least more useful than Ashley was, so... Oh, hello.
Can you stand?
Thanks. I'll be okay.
Sorry to bring this up again, but...
Bring what up?
Do you trust me as much as Jill?
There's no need to compare. I trust you both. Besides, trust is built through actions, not words.
That's so like you, Chris. It's always about the job, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if she was shooting from up there. I definitely know she was just standing there watching for a good long time. But yeah... I mean, Jessica's one of those girls who's hot at first, but is like red flag after red flag after red flag. She's already jealous of your friends. If you're going out with a girl who's already getting this jealous of your friends and talking that much about it, bit of a red flag, just saying. She's clearly thirsty for some, to continue the Redfield bloodline, as we know. But Chris is walking a very good line of, like, de-escalating and not leaning one way or the other. He's keeping his options open, you know, yeah, it's a cold cave, after all. Yeah, I feel like you say the wrong thing and you're going to come home and all your suits are going to be on fire, kind of thing. And you might not have even said the wrong thing. She might have just, like, had a dream that you said the wrong thing. But at the same time, I mean, when you look like that... I don't know if she had a face model. Okay. Let's go shoot some tourists. Because I know Chris has a very set face but never had a face model. They literally just made him up. in the same game as Jill, who always has a real-life face model, so I'm not sure with Jessica.
This is Forkball. Do you read?
Chris here.
You didn't get to choose your own call sign, did you, sir?
All right. Where are you?
The interference
We're in the
killed my
snow.
signals.
Look in the snow. By the rock.
Coin Mach Airport.
Damn it.
Chris is a walking action figure, Tom.
What do you mean?
He's the most actionly Chad that we can ever aspire to, but we must all aspire to.
Contact with them.
He's the gold standard we can never hit. Even Jessica can't hit that,
What's going on?
and she's
Chris.
trying.
You better look at this.
It's impossible.
Also, Texas Soccer Mum could identify a high-powered rifle, so I'm really feeling the Texas in your name.
Then stories of the resurrection are true. If that's the case, then...
This is story, by the way.
Setup that got Jill and Parker. It was all...
Yeah, I'd almost guarantee it.
O'Brien, we'll go after Jill and Parker.
You like them, high-powered rifles.
Not at all. Make your way to the Mediterranean, and we'll keep you posted.
There's a lot of people cutting each other off in this game at
Any
the
idea
wrong
what's
point of
going
the
on?
sentence. It's like, but that means, yeah. But it was, I know. But that means he said, he did. It's like, very mysterious. But yeah, basically, they're all looking for each other, but two of them are in the mountains on one side of the world, and some of them are on the boat on the other side of the world, because they're spectacularly poorly coordinated. Wow, I've been playing so much PS5, seeing loading screens is weirdly jarring. Oh, we're seeing up someone's undercrackers. It's Jill. I know, the can with really long string is just not saying well at all. And we got a nice long lingering shot of Jill's very artfully designed cat suit that some Japanese fellow at Capcom clearly spent a lot of time and love designing. And we salute him for that, because he did a bloody good job.
Jill,
Parker.
where are you?
I don't know. A room, I think. Somewhere on the ship.
Nice.
Damn it.
You think,
That's
Jill?
took all my weapons.
Can you reach HQ?
No.
Yeah, Parker, I think I'm in a room. Check the room. Stag's Head. This Stag's Head is in, I think, every Resident Evil game somewhere. You will see a Stag's Head. And it's a reference to George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead, which the original game was heavily based on, and also prominently features a Stag's Head at some points. But I'm always happy. Yeah, a guy knocked you out and took you to bed, and you woke up in a ruffled bed, Jill. I feel there's more questions at play here, but it's still on. I can tell as a detective that this TV is still on, and also I'm in a room. Sherlock in this ship. Oh, yes. No, I think that, yes, no need to be so patronising, game. I worked that out. Alright. There's a Mensa member in this room, and they must be hiding in this wardrobe. Walls, ceiling, floor. George A. Romero reference. Pushable. Oh yeah, booty shot. I mean, this game didn't even see that. I was trying to turn around. Very much serves the red-blooded man that I definitely am. For those of you who are more inclined toward the gentleman, let me know if this is satisfying you as well. Are you into Chris's sleeveless military look, or are you going unserved? And see, one artist at Capcom got to model this beautiful catsuit that Jill's wearing, and I think he's drawn a thong on the outside of the suit. Someone else got to model this poopy toilet, complete with brown stains. Now, this is a Resident Evil illogical puzzle. Why there would actually be... Why would you look in a toilet for a screwdriver? I don't know. There you are. Oh, this is also carried over from RE1. Will there be any reason to do it? I can tell. I would wear that to get I mean, I live in the UK, where it is still raining, as it's been all day. So wearing a wetsuit everywhere just makes a lot of sense in this country. Oh, it's the Mensa member. Oh, that's how evading works. No. 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 Big yes. After examining the situation, I think his head is in the television. I'm sure he's having fun. You know when you want to see a program really up close, but it's just never close enough? Oh, this I remember. The way she's unscrewing those screws, on the 3DS version they pulled the 3DS bullshit where you had to literally get the stylus and manually unscrew on the touchscreen, and yeah, I'm more than happy to see that bullshit go. What am I doing here again? Oh, right, hang on, we have to put all these on there, but I think they can't cross over. Yeah. Those are pretty cool puzzles, actually. Yes, they're clearly designed for a touchscreen, but wow, there's not enough! And again, this was a 3DS game, so maybe that was some comment on 3D TVs. Oh, yeah, we got handgun bullets, but no handguns, so we can just throw them really hard, I guess. Oh, they took our Widdly Wee device! We can't Widdly Wee. Okay, never mind. Or knife. We've got literally nothing, so... I mean, obviously I'm being very erudite and humorous, as I always am, but I'm actually quite scared because I've got no defense at all. Also, that dodge doesn't seem to work as much as one might hope.
Jill, you can't fight without a weapon.
Oh, wow, Parker's almost as smart as Jill is. To be fair, the dodge is less weird than it was in the original Resident Evil 3, which I swear to this day that it was just completely randomized. I've read all kinds of things online. They're like, no, you have to press fire, or you have to press X at the exact moment that the enemy strikes. And it's like bull fucking shit. It's random. The amount I've literally in Resident Evil 3 original just put the controller down, let enemies gang up on me, and dodged like 3 of them in a row without touching anything. It's a random number generator, and I will hear no otherwise. I would hope Jill's a black belt. I mean, she's supposed to be a highly trained government agent. You just never really see her do much fighting. Pretty cool concept art, though. Oh. Any chance we can get in there? Of course we can't. Picture of Terra Grigia. Well, exactly. That's not a desk gas. Wow. When you love boats so much that on your boat you have a picture of your boat. I mean, that's like keeping a picture of your wallet in your wallet. I think I might be in a room again. Oh, yes. Oh, no. Now, the average person would see a shotgun. A Resident Evil fan would see a shotgun that when you pick it up is going to activate a Trapper subscription. I'm seeing this, which means... yeah. Couldn't you just pull it out from this end? Apparently not. Jill has not worked out that mechanism. But I've got handgun bullets and I'm not afraid to use them. I'm not capable of using them, but I'm not afraid to. Nothing else in here. Do we have to go back out and play with the uses? Oh god, he must have got back in there after I left. I think I just interrupted his sleep and I can't even widdly wee. So it's another case of whoever knocked us out and presumably didn't do anything to us on the bed, because with the best will in the world you're not getting into that wetsuit very easily from the outside or from Jill's perspective, didn't want to kill us, but they took all our weapons away and left us to die. Oh boy. Oh. I would so... what are you... I would widdly wee the crap out of you right now, but I can't. Do you know what? I'm just not going to ask any questions about that. Ah. Damn it, Jill, you're so... We're not asking, we're not asking. He clearly has issues. How many... I've got one more healing item. I don't want to waste it, but, yeah. You can't use a healing item when you're injured, when can you? So very, very clearly, we are now taking inspiration from Resident Evil 1. There is a line somewhere that the ship was designed by George Trevor, who was the architect who designed the mansion. But we kind of start a run with this era of Resident Evil games of... we're revisiting the mansion again, but it's not the mansion, but it clearly evokes the mansion, and I think between them, Chris and Jill go through the hallway of that first mansion about 7 or 8 times. We saw it in Code Veronica, there's one in RE4, 5's DLC. Oh god, the bird's got herpes. What were you serving? I won't have what she's having. All those handgun bullets, apparently. Oh, well, look who.
Are you okay?
I'm fine, but the ship's
Well,
crawling
not
with
fine.
POWs.
Do you have a spare gun?
We're going to need our weapons.
But,
I think
yeah.
I saw them on my way here, but I couldn't reach them.
You suck, Parker. I saw nothing.
As long as we work together.
Alright, but just don't Ashley me. I barely had it. I already missed my Whitley Wee device.
There are more creatures this way.
Wait, this way or this way?
Think we can use it?
Oh,
Yeah,
I'll take that.
it
Thanks,
just
Parks.
might do the trick.
Ah! Whitley Wee! Sucks to be you, bitch.
The weapons I found are just up ahead. Hurry.
So that attracts all bad guys with a simple beeping noise. Is it really that simple to attract monsters? Turn around, turn around. Ooh, yeah, beepy. You like that shit, don't you? You like that shit? Ow. Thank you for dying, but... I do love that in games where you can see what's around the corner by the shadow. Oh, bollocks. Oh, dear. Oh, good lord. Alright, we're gonna have to do the old zombies around the bookcase trick. See, we're all Resident Evil veterans on this channel right now. Even those of you who've never played the series before could probably just pick up a Resident Evil game and get it. We're wise to this shit by now. We're wise. Oh, more handgun bullets I can't use. How annoying. Parker, did you...
They're in here.
Oh. Oh, I remember these. Yeah, you can buff your weapons. But, like, switch out buffs for other buffs, I think. Oh well, that reinforced metal door just needed 2 feet on it. You know, Parker, you could have just drop-kicked this thing and... Yeah. Oh, right, that's Whitley Wee some shit. Whitley Wee. Well, Texas, you know she's been doing her squats. You know she's been doing that. Maybe? Here we are. Equip or switch weapons, you can also... Yes, okay, so... Okay, thanks. Now, Okay, yeah, cool. So, I've got... I also have access to these, which are... bizarrely low-resolution pictures of other people's guns, which I'm guessing they carried over directly from the 3DS without any upscaling. I can... That's right. And I've got 10% more damage with that custom thing, and I can put 3 more slots in. So, yes, I really like weapon upgrading in this game. You can have, like, longer clips or faster fire. Basically the stuff that the merchant was selling you in Resident Evil 4, you can now just buy.
Now we contact HQ and tell them what the hell is going on.
And buy and find, not buy, if you bought them before.
Let's go.
Okay, to the bridge. But let's Whitley Wee as we go. Oh, Whitley. And you're going to get a Whitley Wee. Target totally found. Whitley Wee. I'm also going to go back and get those bullets. Oh, well, we have to go back, don't we? It's a dead end. Okay, so this must have been... Yeah, this is
the room I was stuck in.
I was about to say that, Parker. Thank you.
What's the deal with that guy in the gas mask? What's his game?
The Resident Evil community will call him Hunk. Doesn't matter who he is, he'll probably just end up being Hunk. Nice. Now, you see, Parker, you were in a bed with a hand grenade under it. Don't take it personally. Also, you didn't find the hand grenade. You can take that a little personally. Oh, your toilet didn't have shit in it. I mean, it did have shit in it, but nothing else. Do you have herpes? Herpes scan? Okay, you're clean. You're clean. The only 2 possible herpes carriers left are Chris and Jill. You think, all the guns in Resident Evil are just loaded with peas and bits of tissue, which might actually explain some of the difficulties. Oh yeah, that one's locked. So, back the way we came, I guess? I guess now we can widdly-wee as we go. Oh, dodged! See, I don't know gun stuff, Texas. We literally don't have guns in the UK, so what we see in video games and movies is all we know. I don't know what a .22 is. I get the impression that, like, in Texas you're taught this stuff at school, which is awesome. A small caliber, as in the exact kind of thing you wouldn't want to bring to fight things which are very resistant to bullets. That I'm getting. So yeah, you know, if you wanted to learn about guns, Texas is here to teach us about guns. I mean, I can't think of anybody more qualified. Actually, no, I tell a lie. There was one really weird day at school, and I went to like a rough inner city school where it's like, look, we're not going to train you to be doctors and lawyers and shit because that's just not going to happen at this school. But the policeman came in to tell us what kind of rights we could expect if we were arrested, and to hide behind the engine block of a car if you're under fire because doors don't deflect bullets like in the movies. I was taught at school how to deflect bullets more and what to do when I get arrested because it was just assumed that people from my school would be, rather than like being taught much of anything else, really. That tells you about as much as you need to know about my upbringing. Wait, did the chicken just test positive for herpes? Oh my god, what was on the menu here? Parker, have you finished that thing off yet? Because you've been firing away like Billy, I'm not wasting my bloody ammo. There's a limit to how many bullets you can pick up, and it's only 30, which isn't much. Yeah, no, I've heard the engine block thing since then. I mean, I'm guessing this was before the incident, so what was going on in this? What kind of party was this? Was this like an Eyes Wide Shut kind of shit? That was clearly locked, so let's just go back the way we came and widdly-wee our best as we go. My finger just keeps tensing on the trigger, because for PS5 games, normally the trigger like has a little bit of give with the reactive controller, but when you're playing a PS4 game that has no, where did you come from, you son of a bitch? And Parker, what the hell were you doing all the time? Okay, dodging is not reliable enough for me to really... In the butt, stab him in the butt, stab him in the butt! Oh, fuck's sake. Get up, Jill, stop being dead! Oh, I think I'm dead. Yeah. That angle left it just ambiguous enough that it looked kind of worse. You just see that monster butt bobbing up and down, it's like... I mean, that's a very tightly sealed wetsuit, so... I mean, given that the dinner on this ship is turkeys with herpes, I'm actually okay with the fact that he didn't take me to dinner. I would not be eating. But I will be widdly-weeing. Alright, there we go, let's go. Parker, stop wasting your bloody bullets. A Texan vegetarian, is that even a thing? I imagine you guys are like steak-eating gun experts. Honestly, sounds like my kind of place. The map isn't being too helpful. Do you know there's another guy right there? You don't have to keep coming for me. There are some vegetarians. You make it sound like they all share a house somewhere. There are some. They're in prison, but there are some. Okay. Yeah, those guys often seem to move in communes. No offense to any vegetarians in the chat. I had a massive steak tonight, just put that out there. So, you know, I have no problem with... Oh, that's a new one. That's an old one. That's another failure for the dodge mechanic. Oh, okay, that's like... yeah. And they've got... I don't know if they've... Exactly, you put what you want in your mouth, just don't try to control what I put in mine. Crying out loud. They've got this like jittery kind of stop motion-y walk. This one in particular, like, it's almost like sometimes they animate less. Oh, I get a BB gun. I would like a BB gun. But when they do that kind of jittery, kind of stop motion-y walk and look really inhuman, it's so effective and creepy. This is... Well, that's just a bit of a technical fuck-up, really, isn't it? But, and back it out. Why can't I back out? Okay, come on, down you go, boy. One of the things that kind of, oh god, I'm running out of bullets, betrays this as a 3DS game is that they do the thing where as soon as they're dead they stop having collision detection, so you're just wasting bullets in mid-air. Which is something you don't get as much anymore, but back in the era it's like, okay, yeah, this game feels like it was made for slightly lesser hardware but got a really good remaster. Yeah, I'm also not... I mean, one thing I do know, as Jill's trigger discipline is not on point. Where did I learn trigger discipline? I have a feeling that was at school as well. I don't know why they taught us about trigger discipline as like a bunch of 15-year-olds in a rough inner city school who weren't supposed to have guns. But... because our police don't have guns, is the thing. There's no way, unless we joined the army, which I guess is about all we were trained to do, there's no way we'd actually... Oh, it's TV Boy! That was all my bullets, so you better be dead. Well, exactly. You want to make sure after school you're shooting the right people. Maybe it's their way of keeping the low-income population down or something. I don't know. I'm also not really sure where I'm going at this point. What was that? Oh. What item was found? Could really do with some bullets. That 30 bullet maximum is... Oh, yeah. Quite a nice little shower here. Apart from all the feces. Yeah, I'd forgotten all that stuff from school. Or how I'm identifying that, but... Oh, okay, I was supposed to open this, but didn't have a gun, but now... Buggerization. But I think the knife will... Here's your key. Yeah. Oh, hello. Oh, wait, was this the door that was locked from the other side? No. Even for a veteran like me, this is getting a bit confusing now. I think we've been here, haven't we? No, we haven't. No. Alright, well that works. I was fully expecting that lift not to work and for me to have to go and turn the power on somewhere. But first... Oh, I can't go there anyway. Okay, Parker, we're getting the lift. Don't point a gun at my face again. I mean, I was pointing a gun at Ashley every 5 seconds. This is the third. Nightwing, welcome! Wait, what? Oh, we want to go to the bridge. They did say the bridge, okay. Oh, there's a Jill Butte shot. Girl got Butte. Girl got Butte. In fact, Nightwing, you're a fan of skin-tight outfits, then we've got you covered this time round. Someone's been here. I can tell from the fact that somebody shot the lock off this door that it didn't shoot itself off. Detective. Look out, someone. I have a sneaking suspicion we might be on a boat of some kind. Just one of those crazy hunches I get because I'm a cop. Or ex-cop, I forget at this point. I've done a Resident Evil is what I've done. Shotgun shells for the shotgun we don't have. We're closing in on our objective, I think, or maybe not.
I'm at the bridge.
Yeah, Batman's the world's greatest detective. He might have been able to figure out that there was someone here, but anyone less than Batman, or Jill, I guess, not a chance. Oh, hello. Thank Christ! Yeah, I guessed what an ammo case was, but thanks. Yeah, earlier on there was an intro level, Texas, where we were on a beach in Italy investigating something, and we found 35 handgun bullets and 2 hand grenades. Italy don't fuck around. And Anna, who I don't know if she's still in chat, maybe she went to bed, it sounded like she should have, verified that as an Italian woman, that's not what Italy's like. I can deduce from the fact that this has been completely destroyed, the screens are all smashed and there's smoke coming out of it, that we can't use this. Well, you know, as a computer.
The perpetrator can't be far.
Shut up, I'm doing detectiving, Parker, you bastard! Don't you hate when your boat blows up?
Don't tell me that was the tugboat.
Yes, it was something else. Oh, from behind. Okay, Jill can also kick so high she basically does the splits vertically. That's a skill.
Drop yours, Parker.
I don't think you're allowed to be a sexy woman in a catsuit and not do high kicks. It's illegal. Yeah, she's done her squats, but she's also done her stretches. Now, if you're wondering what the hell just happened, the game is about to remind you what the hell just happened. I think we can do one more chapter. I have no idea how long it's going to be. We can get another chapter in, I think. They're very short chapters. It kind of makes me wish they'd done... I know Revelations 2 is just 4 chapters, but they're 4 big chapters. And they actually did release it episodically. Catwoman. Jill would be a good Catwoman. Don't hesitate when you have the bad guy in your sights, but who is the bad guy? Who is the real enemy? It's all a load of mysteries.
Resident Evil Revelations.
So let's see what bits of the plot they thought were worth recapping immediately afterwards.
No one could have lived through that.
And stories of the resurrection are true.
Then the setup that got Jill and Parker, it was all...
It's a trap.
Yeah, I'd almost guarantee it.
O'Brien, we'll go after Jill and Parker.
Make your way to the Mediterranean.
Salute, Chris.
Damn it.
That's some sexy Jill shots. They're worth seeing again.
No, comms are as it seems.
So yeah, structurally the game starts with like a little challenge per chapter. So the first one was get a key, come back. This one was find your weapons, find your way out. It's like one little task here or there. I remember it getting a lot more complicated and getting really, really lost on my first playthrough. I vaguely remember the ginger guy as well. I also remembered it doing a next time on Revelations. Oh god, we're in a whole different place. 1 year ago. This is the what's the word? Aquapolis. Yeah, the line between a heroic jaw and a villainous jaw is a fine one. Oh, there's Jessica again, by the way. Yeah, she's in an entirely different anime fetish outfit now. But still looks like more like you see her at Comic-Con.
Over. The city is finished.
Tom, do you know what? I remember Jessica. I remember Jessica. And probably the most obsessive versions of Chris and Jill that we've ever seen. So now we play as Parker, but who gives a flying fuck about Parker?
Your efforts are commendable. This is
but yeah, this is Parker's uniform. Oh. I'm sure his conversations are important. And this is Jessica now. This was her a year ago with her little bob hair. She reminds me of like the sexy girl character from like military animes.
Prepare to go home. Split up and get to the
Reached.
That's important.
Split up.
I'll
I
cover the
mean,
hallway with Jessica. Cadet, make sure they reach the heliport.
who's the cadet? Why the cadet is Gingerman?
They've started evacuation procedures here. O'Brien?
Oh,
I don't know why we keep all our ammo in the meeting room, but I'm just gonna grab it.
BSAA is pulled out. I want you to know that the FBC is making a huge mistake.
The FBC regulates that the BSAA must come into contact with the VBC. Blah, blah, blah.
We have been at war for 3 weeks in an attempt to handle this matter.
So yeah, this is plot. I feel I should give it some time.
But Any further delays would simply cripple our cause. Surely you can understand that.
Yeah, the FBC and the other one.
I cannot.
I forgot what it was.
Obliterating the site by satellite is only a quick fix.
You know, if Texas Soccer Mom says keep your ammo in the kitchen, then that's what Texas does. Oh Christ! Wait, you were outside the door. Okay, so
This is it.
ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the Hunters, classic Resident Evil villains. And again, I just love the new status quo that means that anyone could just buy Hunters, because that's pretty much what Umbrella was working at all along, and it's bizarrely realistic, but I actually applaud how well it works for this kind of game. There he is, it's a Hunter, just like in Resident Evil 1. They have lost their old Resident Evil ability to slash your head off with one hit, mercifully, as you'll see, and this is very much a shoot-'em-up version of Hunters. Oh, Jessica, your shadow seems to have a very clear draw distance. Oh, blimey. So yeah, remember in the original game where you come across like one of these in a tight corridor and you'd be, oh shit. That's not the case here. Shit, wrong button. You can also fucking Falcon Punch. And again, I did not press X to dodge there, it just happened automatically. Of course, you could say that these new mass-market versions of the Hunters are designed to be more expendable, and that's why they take far less bullets to put down and are far less dangerous, and that's why they dissolve upon death. I say that the 3DS just couldn't really handle having dead bodies everywhere. Not many consoles at the time could, so now they smack that Hunter. Try that in Resident Evil 1 or 3, and you're going home in a body bag, but... Okay, pop, pop, down. Oh, and yeah. If I'm remembering this section right, it does get a bit repetitive. So I'm actually quite happy to polish this off tonight. Actually, yeah, I never think about Killer Croc, because he's the Batman villain I always forget. But they are a bit like Killer Croc's bastard children. Oh, okay, I really thought I was backing away there. Alright lads, form an orderly queue. Smack. I mean, I'm not a classicist with Resident Evil, but when you've got monsters as huge and imposing as the Hunters, and then you're being just punched to death by some pudgy dude, yeah, they fall a little bit. There's Toad in there. I don't think we ever find out precisely what the Hunters are, makeup-wise, but they do make frog noises. In the original, which is entirely horror, you sort of hear that kind of ribbit, or like a fucked up version of that frog ribbit, and that's how you know they're there. And it's genuinely tense. You're walking along a corridor and you just hear that ribbit, and you're like, oh shit. Jessica, where you at? There you are. This is as fast as Parker walks. Get your military fetish gear this way. There you can also Spider-Man. Oh, that's a dick move, gang. Chit. There we go. And Jessica, it's you and me in a tight lift. Oh, she's got a skirt on. Can we pull an Ashley? No. Jessica's a high-maintenance girl. Again, another red flag. She insists on ordering lobster at dinner. She gets very jealous of your friends. She's a bit too handy with a gun for that kind of girl. We love her from a distance.
Actually, I'm not sure how I feel about stairs.
Jill would never complain about stairs. Oh, well that's a helpful map, isn't it? Yeah, nice, brilliant 144p map. Yeah, she's the dream girl who turns into a nightmare. She's the girl you meet and it's like, wow, how is a girl that hot, single? And it's like, oh well, her last 3 boyfriends just died. We never really figured out how. Yeah, strange. Anyway, she's single. Do you want some of that? And you'd be like, yeah. I know I shouldn't, but yeah. Just as the other three did. Yeah, I mean, I tried pistoling these guys, but, do you know what? If the game is going to keep throwing machine gun ammo at another meeting room full of machine gun ammo, by the way. Let's jump over this. So Jill can hop over 2 boxes, but Parker can jump over a crowd control barrier. Okay, I mean, yeah, it's right there, so... That's a dick move, hunty boy. I'm willing to bet that there's either not a lot of disagreements or far too many disagreements. But you know what, if you have a heated meeting and no one can agree, scatter a little machine gun ammo around. Just see how it affects work ethic. I don't think this was the right way to go, was it? Oh, I see what I've done. I mean, I'm assuming this is here because of the hunters. Now, again, what they're going for here is they've got you on the sort of ground floor of a massive attack on a city. Hello! Again, why this would just be lying in the meeting area, I don't know, and I don't fucking care. Jessica, look at my massive gun! Look at it, Jessica! Look! Look! Yeah, you know you're impressed. This is where you can... It's a very simple shooter level, but where you kind of feel the fact that this was a 3DS game because we're going for a massive attack on a city in which millions of people were died, and it's just very small corridors and shooting hunters. FBC's charter. Okay, the FBC, which we hear about a lot, Federal Bioterrorism Commission, was founded by U.S. government, document outlines. Is now really a good time to be reading up on... Excited. I think she's always excited. Organization work with other countries. Use the FBC. I don't normally skip through those, but that was 7 pages of absolutely nothing. I get the impression Jessica's permanently excited. She's one of those ones who's just too on. Look! Is that a door? No, it's a wall. I'm trying to open a wall. No, not falling for that cheap crap anymore. Oh, another thing which comes up a little bit... Actually, no, it doesn't even come from Resident Evil 5. But for the first time... Well, actually, not counting the remix of 2 and 3. But in this playthrough, we can move and shoot like in a regular third-person game. In Resident Evil 4 and 5, which is next, it's move or shoot. Because professional soldiers always stand perfectly still in the middle of an open area before firing. And then for about 2 seconds after firing. I could do army, I've played Resident Evil. Oh, I've maxed out my herbs. Okay. I think we were talking about Metal Gear Solid earlier, and there's a term now that always stuck with me, which is soldiers of the video game generation. And yeah, I think if we went to war now with like a bunch of people who were trained to fight entirely from video games, it would be a bit of a massacre. A lot of people shooting themselves and each other, like their own comrades, accidentally.
What do you think about that O'Brien guy?
A lot of people just wondering how to reload because they pressed the button, goddammit.
That's not what I meant.
That's where you've got a one-track mind, Jessica.
He needs to stand up to General Morgan.
Yeah, I agree. I think being in the FBC distorts our moral compass.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Like it. Still, I wouldn't mind being on the right side of the fight.
Suggesting you're not currently? Jessica. We love you from a distance, but no closer. Oh. You dead? Get deader. I'm actually doing okay for shotgun. This isn't really a survival bit, this is just a kind of somewhat overlong third-person shooter bit. Get down there. Oh, I got my I haven't got a Widdly Wee. Jessica, the Widdly Wee hasn't been invented, but when it has, so much herpes. So much herpes.
The elevator's on the 6th floor. Hurry.
That's... Okay. That fascinating video game activity of running upstairs. I literally just finished Final Fantasy VII Remake, and there's a section of that which is about 10 minutes long, and it's just running up 50 flights of stairs. Nothing else. You just push the stick forward and move slightly around the stairwell, and listen to the dialogue, and it goes on and on and on. And it's supposed to, but it's just like, what a curious design decision. That popped up there. This was a far more sensibly plotted thing. So this is what hunters do when there's no one around to hunt. They just kind of are around being hunters. I feel like I've got a bit of a surplus of ammunition, but... He literally just jumped out of his skin. It's like, for all the hunter jump scares in the Resident Evil series, I think I just got a little bit of revenge there. I scared him out of his skin. The sight of a somewhat pudgy middle-aged man, and whatever the hell Jessica is. It'll make most men stand up a little bit straighter. Maybe that's why the hunters now are so easy to kill. They're just baffled by Jessica. Do you know what? Maybe they are self-cleaning, because there's all this blood but no bodies. And something just smashed through a window. Which, again, I know, 3DS can only handle so many polygons.
Give me a hand.
Jessica, stop staring at that wall. Come on, girl. There we go.
For the love of God!
Jessica, hurry!
Those hunters would well have been here by now.
System them bastards! I hope this holds them!
Yeah, I wouldn't be too happy about that. Again, more blood, no bodies. Now, in the older games, it all turned into zombies, but there's no zombies here. Are the hunters actually cleaning? Okay, this looks to me like... Yeah, it's a wide open area full of ammo. It was funny you mentioned the heals, Texas, because last time we played Separate Ways with Ada Wong, who does all kinds of balletic action in high heels. And my current book that I'm exercising from was written by... Simon Waterson, who's a personal trainer to most of Hollywood, and he expressly details how he trained a number of actresses like Bryce Dallas Howard for Jurassic World, and Blake Lively's in there for something. She trains them to run in high heels and do all kinds of stuff in high heels, and it's a lot of balance exercises and a lot of core stability exercises. Even Parker's getting in it. But the fact is, it can be done. It's like you can actually do that stuff in painfully inadequate costuming. With the right training. So, yeah, that's one of the few areas in which we can claim Resident Evil not being entirely unrealistic. I think it is that. I mean, the exercise is detailed to prepare somebody to walk, to do anything in high heels more than just walking on the catwalk. Are there, and there's lots of, like, one-legged lunges and on a Bosu ball. Everything's on a Bosu ball. And, like, on a cable machine with one hand while using the opposite leg on a machine while being on a shaky platform. It's like, yeah, that's going to strengthen every part of your leg and your balance is going to skyrocket. So, yeah, can be done, can be done. You want to kick ass in high heels, it's attainable. Okay, this wave-based thing is going on a bit long now. We done? Are we done? Oh, Jessica, taking one like a champ. And me taking one like a pussy. Yeah, pick it up, there we go. Turn around, turn around. Well, you know, they train their agents in the essentials. Nice try. I like to think that the men get the same training just in case. It just doesn't come up much. Ah! That was completely unintentional. Oh, you cut away right before my grenade, and it actually cancelled my grenade, so... Get in the lift. Shouldn't this lift be moving? Oh, take him with you as a pet. Love him and hug him and call him George. That was most of my heals, but
Jesus, I thought it was gonna stop again.
oh, that was most of my shotgun ammo, so
That was crazy.
check out my automatic gun. Wow, you didn't even
Lord
flinch.
decided to fry the city with the solar energy satellite.
Raccoon City all over again.
Yes.
Always remember,
Face of the
Raccoon
earth.
City.
By tomorrow morning,
And then the remake of Raccoon City.
Terra will be just a name in a history book.
So this is a wrinkle. The city wasn't destroyed by terrorists. The city was attacked by terrorists and then destroyed by the government to fight the terrorists.
We did do everything we could, right?
I hope we did.
I have undoubtedly left the plot to this game absolutely incomprehensible to everybody else.
When have I ever gone back on my
Jessica,
word?
you would never let a man forget any time he offered to do anything expensive for you, let's be honest. Or that one time he saw his ex-girlfriend at the shop and said hi, and that clearly meant he still loved her. And that's why you killed his dog.
Get the lead out, we gotta go!
Okay, ladies first.
No, not ladies first, Parker. Don't encourage her. Don't encourage that step. Well, I think that, again, really high quality cutscene for a 3DS game. I mean, this whole city's original assets which aren't in the game. Continually, I mean, I like this game and I remember it being a hidden gem, but I'm very impressed by this. She has the power of a pre-rendered cutscene, meaning that things look a lot more detailed. Now we're basically using the GoldenEye.
Reaction. Look, the city.
Yeah, the hair on the in-game models didn't move that realistically. Those were 3DS models that didn't have wind. So we're reflecting sunlight so intensely we're literally melting a city. These are good cutscenes. Really good cutscenes. Imagine how this would have looked on a handheld. They're very epic. I mean, this is the kind of epic city destruction that I think they were going for in the scene where we get to play as this, but the 3DS has its limits, so that's why we just spent some time in corridors.
We came to help, but did nothing.
You came to help? Oh. I did not get that impression, you just seem to be chilling. You think looking directly into sunlight so intense it melts buildings would blind you, but nah, they're cool. They're cool. This is from the series where you can fly away from a nuclear explosion in a helicopter. But I'm going to save there, and I think I'm going to wrap the stream up. It's coming up on 2 hours. If I start another chapter at this point, then I think I'll be here all night. So yeah, I'm not going to do that. But I might. What is it? Tuesday. So I'll definitely be back on Sunday. And hopefully at some point I'll make affiliate soon because my numbers should be there now. Again, massive thanks to Tom, Kitty Arena V. He did some serious canvassing for me and my numbers just went. And yeah, if you're not following Tom at Kitty Arena V, absolutely follow Tom. He's a legendary ninja, is the best way to describe him. And he also plays Resident Evil 4 in a professional, competent manner, which is perhaps not what you got from my stream when I was chasing those chickens around and stabbing snakes because they looked at me funny. But they did. They fucking did. I don't think he's ever shown you quite up Ashley's skirt. So, you know, you do get good stuff here as well. Thanks, Texas. And you know what? I think like 50-something followers, but you were like number 1 or maybe 2, depending. So you were like, you're part of the royalty. It's great to see you again. I'm glad you've been lurking all this time. Because you never know what happens to people. It's genuinely good to have you back. So hopefully we'll see you again soon. And yeah, that was Resident Evil Revelations. I don't know if it definitely hasn't got the same kind of level of traction Resident Evil 4 has, because that's a widely recognized classic, but I like that we get to shine some light on it. I'm not saved. No, I've not saved it. I've not saved it. Let's save first. I would hate to start next time and realise I mispressed a button. And okay, we've saved. So, and that's the screenshot button. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Until next time, find the right button. I always want to think of something really inspirational and like life affirming to end the stream on.